What is good for the geese is good for the gander. And that's what the basic idea around social justice. Everyone deserves to have equal access to opportunities, to privileges, and of course, to work, equal access to, putting your potentials, your innovation to work, and earning what is, due to you. It shouldn't be with respect to either gender or tribe or creed or wherever you're coming from. Every person deserves to be treated equally. Every person deserves a fair hearing. Every person deserves the basic privileges accruable to a citizen. I believe that the relevance of the day or the significance is actually to heighten conversations around social justice. Every day across the globe, we begin to have concerns of widening gap between the high class and of course the low class. It does appear that there is a disappearing middle class in several societies, particularly in our nation, in Nigeria. How do we bridge that gap? It is when we begin to heighten conversations. I say a day like this affords us opportunity to begin to talk about things like this. Through that, people are aware, people are sensitized, and of course, the power brokers can actually be conscientized to ensure inclusiveness in policies that should favor not just a few people, but every person should be carried along. Well, I see the 2021 theme, A Call for Social Justice in the Digital Economy, as most appropriate, even in the COVID-19 era. Considering the fact that, yes, businesses, education must have to continue online in several climes. Unfortunately, many people do not even have access to the right device or the connectivity in terms of data, being able to access simple connection. So what that actually means is that they are disconnected from all that is happening, both in terms of business, both in terms of the economic activities, in terms of continuing education, in terms of even accessing information. So how can they actually say that they are equal with the human race? They are actually connected. How can we claim that we are all equal when some persons are actually disconnected in a time like this? But then COVID-19 has actually shown that the gap keep widening, and it's now a solemn moment for us to reflect on how can we begin to bridge this gap. The digital divide has always been so wide ab initio, but then the COVID-19 just exposed what perhaps has been there but was not obvious. Since social justice is all about inclusiveness and reduced inequality, when everybody begins to see themselves as equal stakeholders in nation building, we can get us to that point where every Nigeria can begin to reason, how will this my singular action impact on the future of the nation? When we get to the point of thinking, if everybody in Nigeria were to be like me, what kind of nation are we going to have? I think bringing our people to that point would mean first treating them as equal citizens. I always tell people, even the Nigerian president is not more Nigerian than I am. You have a role to play. I have a role to play. In your own little corner, do everything to ensure that you promote inclusiveness, promote fairness. And remember that human right, it's not a privilege, it is a right. And every person, every individual that is a human deserves that inalienable right, which cannot be taken away from the person. Be the change.